right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming back. Give yourselves a round of applause for not leaving. Thank you, Matt Brookie. Let's go make this hard. I see this relationship that we're having tonight between you and me. It's now lasted longer than Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. No, there we got one. We got one iPad. Here we go. Yes. We have a couple here that actually got that. Thank you, nerds. All right. Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania, my first marriage, any hope that the Cubs could ever win a World Series, and Matt Drifke's sexual stamina. Now, the next comedian that I'm going to bring to the stage here, he's actually on the stage to my right. I just noticed that. I am a little bit drunk off of these $3 effing vodka drinks. Corporate shill. He's one of my best friends in the world. I've seen his penis more than I've seen my own. That's right. You think I'm joking? Ladies and gentlemen, I met this man in 1992 in Prague. We were at a bathhouse. He was getting tuggers for $5 in a corner. Since then, he's actually gotten a better job. But ladies and gentlemen, coming up next to the stage, one of my best friends, ladies and gentlemen, Kenney.
So intimate here. It's like my first time having sex, but that time more than one people had an eye patch on. So. I want to give it up for Adam Grant and Matt Drufke. Fantastic comedians. It gets me nervous because, but then I think about it, it's like there's always a band opening up for Nickelback every night, so I can't feel that bad. Oh, boo! So, don't worry, I'm better than Nickelback. That's it. Let's face it. Thanks to Michael Wayne Grace. It's okay, I do have a better job of giving tuggers for $10 now. Outside the registry. Where else are you gonna get a tugger at? So, I did something a little bad. I've been making money off an act. An act that may hurt my reputation. An act that, is frowned upon. That's right. I've been scrapping metal. If you didn't have any other choice that I'm, if you couldn't tell from Northwest Indiana, I'm making money off other people's waste. That's the Northwest Indiana sign. I've been scrapping metal, and scrapping metal's fun. Because you start off and you get all excited. You're like, man, I got a couple freezers sitting out here. I got about 2,000 pounds of metal. I'm pumped. I'm gonna make a shit ton of money. You kind of feel like Johnny Depp in Blow, where you're like, hey, I'm gonna make an empire out of scrapping metal. So you and your friend, you start making scrapping names. You're like, I'm gonna be called Scrap Iron. You're Axelrod, right, bro? Next thing you know, you're just thinking of the ideas of the reality show you guys are gonna do together, Scrap Boys, 8/9 Central on TLC. Next episode on Scrap Boys, the boys trying to catch a stove before the garbage man gets it. Next week on Scrap Boys, the boys get the help from their buddy Tugger to pull out a stove at the bottom of an ocean. Next week on Scrap Boys, Scrap Iron gets tetanus. Can he survive the amputation and still scrap a stove? Scrap Iron's fun, but man, alright, okay. So you get your buddy, you haul everything in, you're all excited. And let me pause for a picture real quick. I'm gonna send these to some important people. Okay. These important people run a web series where they review video games. If that's not a nerd quality, I don't know what is. Don't worry, I have had sex once or twice. But scrap it, it's exciting. You get your friend, you lift something heavy, and you're like, yeah, I'm all pumped, I'm gonna make a bunch of money. You get there, you weigh it out, you're like, I made $2,000. And then you pull into the scrapyard. Let me tell you what a scrapyard's like. A scrapyard is the worst place imaginable. You go pull into a scrapyard, even in the winter, and you can tell it's gonna be 95 degrees in there. The people working in there, you know what it's like? It's like Mordor from Lord of the Rings. There's just fire everywhere, and people are all upset with themselves. The workers are just like orcs, just waiting for a fairy little elven archer to hit him in the eye. Gotcha. And then the moment of truth comes in. You get your way out, and you're like, oh yeah, I'll make like $500, dude. I'm gonna be rich. $48. Suddenly, your TLC show's in public access. But then that $48, you're like, still, I got $48 for just shit in my backyard. And then you start getting addicted to it. You start scrapping everything. And going from Johnny Depp to Blow, and now you're turning in cans like a crack addict. And if you couldn't tell, me that I'm scrapping metal, I'm from Lowell. Lowell, Indiana. Anyone ever been to Lowell, Indiana? Yeah. Woo! Lowell. I was recently in a set in Chicago, and I had to explain to them Lowell and how to get there. And I said, you're gonna go west. You're gonna go west. You're eventually gonna see a drive-by. You're gonna take a left from there, and you're gonna start smelling that smell of meth. It's like burnt rubber. You're gonna see some kids with some big incestuous heads. Like, I'm in Lowell. Lowell's got a small town feel, which is basically, they don't really like black people that much. That's not a fan of them. You know, we do have some black families in Lowell. Like Matt said with his town earlier in Illinois, it's close to 1.3%, which is usually the pregnant black girl in high school. And that was totally planned because she needs to build more athletes for Lowell's basketball team. To make us look less white and unathletic. And I've always felt like a black athlete in Lowell is kind of like any athlete that plays for the Utah Jazz walking around Salt Lake City. And it's like, why am I here? This is uncomfortable. You know, I still have some small town tendencies. Every time I see an Indian guy, I just think he's Aziz Ansari. I'm like, oh, I'm a huge fan. Like, I met Keith probably like a year ago, and like for the first 3 months, I thought he was in TV on the radio. I'm like, oh, you're so cool, dude. Explaining my style to people is tough. For the longest time, someone called me geek chic, which is basically saying, you know, you dress kind of nice, but you still look like you've never had sex. I had someone actually say I dress like a white Kanye West. It isn't shown now, but it's not really that cool to dress like a white Kanye West and you played World of Warcraft for the past 8 hours. Just doesn't work. It's not fly. I have figured it out. I call myself a hipster. I wear a lot of plaid shirts, a lot of ironic t-shirts. My jeans are kind of skinny, not really. And I also can split wood and have seen a cow give birth. I guess that's kind of important. I'll change gears a little bit here, guys. So AIDS and cancer. I'm not good at segues yet. Well, I think of AIDS and cancer. AIDS and cancer, they're normally seen as bad guys, as villains. Want to remember? Yeah, Mandy Moore got cancer. And who were you rooting for? You root for Mandy Moore. But let's think about it. AIDS and cancer are kind of sexy villains. AIDS, on one hand, it's stealthy. You never know who's got it. It's charismatic. You always hear, AIDS this, AIDS that. That's everywhere. It's super deadly. It's like John Malkovich in Con Air. Cyrus the Virus. Cancer, on the other hand, I heard a snort, by the way. That's the first snort I've ever gotten. Thanks, guys. Cancer, on the other hand, it's black, it's dark, it's looming, it's evil. It is Darth Vader. thinking about this, who wouldn't want to see Darth Vader kill Justin Bieber? In that fight, you're rooting for Darth Vader. On the other hand, who wouldn't like to see John Malkovich kill Taylor Swift? Exactly. Now you people are sitting there like, oh, he's talking about AIDS and cancer. That's bad. But then you're like, AIDS and cancer would be awesome in that situation. I like that joke. Sorry. I do. Effin' Vodka, guys. Give it up for Effin' Vodka, our new sponsor. Thanks, guys. Effin' Vodka is so appropriate to be sponsoring a comedy show because the more you guys drink it, the funnier we are. Effin' Vodka is so appropriate. It's I thought of other appropriate sponsors, like if NASCAR was sponsored by the morning after pill, because those people shouldn't be giving birth anyways. Or if I don't know, the Jersey Shore was sponsored by Robert Morris College. They need an affordable education too. Or if the NBA was sponsored by, this might be racist, but Newports and King Cobra. And the morning after pill. And Robert Morris College. Now that I think about it. I know it's been mentioned before, my girlfriend's upstage. Give her a round of applause, she's taking pictures. And now, Michael Wayne Grace kind of borrowed my joke for a second, but I'm going to go on about it. Me and her have been together about two years almost. A little over almost 3 years. Fuck, I'm not getting laid tonight. Almost 3 years, and I realized that there's this fear in my head. If she died, I'd be the #1 suspect. Thanks, Mike, for stealing my thunder on that joke. Fucking dick. But they got a lot of evidence. We're around each other a lot. She spends the most time with me. We argue in public. I might brandish a firearm at her. But guys, really, this is a guy thing, ladies. Shh. Don't you just hate when your girl can't fit enough coke in your ass to get over the border? Oh, God, it's so embarrassing. I mean, Jose needs his fix. It's okay, I love my little crack mule. Love her. Who watches porn here? Not me. I'm fucking liar. Please. You did research before the show. You're like, oh man, someone's gonna talk about porn. I better be up to date on my stuff. Porn's funny. The funniest thing about it is how you ever been watching a video and then all of a sudden on the side comes one of those penis enlargement pills, and it's not just like, oh, this will make your dick bigger. It's just some guy with this enormous schlong on the side. Like, how am I supposed to keep it up after that? I'm just like, oh, maybe I need those. Does anyone ever finish watching a porn video after they're done?
Yeah.
No.
Thanks, Mike. Is it weird that I know he does that?
Yes.
But ever finish watching porn, be like, oh man, this reminds me of early David Finch work. This is good. The colors, I can really tell what The Shining was going for. I mean, that cum is so vivid across those red drapes. That's my jam. No, you know what? You don't finish. You don't finish watching the video. The first thing a human being does, and this is normal, is they fucking delete their history. They put it on fucking ESPN. They sit there and turn on their TV, whatever's the fucking cleanest thing on, which is usually iCarly. Let's face it. The only problem is 15 minutes later, you're ready to go again. Sorry, iCarly does that to people. My girlfriend has a Pinterest. Any ladies here into Pinterest? Yeah. Any guys know what the fuck Pinterest is? It's that thing they talk to you about when you block them off because you're playing NBA Live. Pinterest is basically an excuse for a woman to be fucking crazy. Because it's basically an online bulletin board where you get to post pictures of clothes you like, or celebrities you think are cute, or art. Because if you put all that shit on your wall, you look like a fucking serial killer. And the worst thing about it is not only these Norman Bates obsessions keep, making them look terrible, you can share them on other people's wall. So it's like a group of fucking serial killers just posting what they think looks the best. This cat picture looks hilarious. It would look better beheaded. I thought about getting a Pinterest, but it would be super depressing. Because mine would just be like, professional wrestling, video games, people that are funnier than me, girls I wish my girlfriend looked like, porn. Probably some more porn down there just to make it safe. I won with 2 on that one. My girlfriend's into role-playing. I'm not quite into it yet because, she starts simple. Let's do like the milkman with bringing the milk to the house. But I'm like, I don't know the proper milkman procedure. I feel like I would do an injustice to the milkman community if I went to the wall being like, here's your milk and my dick. And then she's like, oh, let's do the police officer being like, arresting me. And I'm like, hey, it is illegal to impersonate an officer, all right? Not into that. So then she let me choose, which is the worst mistake ever. Because I chose Hanna-Barbera cartoons. I know. Most specifically, I picked the Flintstones. And she got really weirded out when I made the dildo go, it's a living. I need a PBR. Alright, effing vodka. So, I'm moving to Chicago soon, speaking of PBR. And, I've been going there a lot for open mics and just for random bar trips and stuff like that. And, I've noticed something weird. And it's this style. And, people see me sometimes like, what a hipster around here. And then you go to Chicago and be like, dude, you're fucking, the creed of hipsters. You don't got shit on these people. Is it just cool for every girl to dress like a lesbian now? Is Ellen DeGeneres that popular nowadays? And the hat that guys wear now is it's a stocking cap up to here, and shows this much hair. I mean, maybe this is the nerd coming in for me, but I just am like, you fucking stole that from Legend of Zelda, dude. That's not fucking cool. They're the same guys that be like, Legend of Zelda, it was way cooler in 1988. I was into it first. I played the beta. But I'm a server, and I'm looking for a serving job there, which is tough, because I found out servers have unions out there. And don't get me wrong, I'm super into unions, my family has a long history with them, and all that fun jazz. Let's give it up for unions. Yeah! But I don't agree with server unions. You know why? Because we're not responsible enough to be unionized. I don't know if anyone's ever worked in the serving industry, but what the fuck are they gonna protect us against? Getting STDs from fucking the people you work with? Are they fucking are they protecting you from getting blow from fucking Jose in the back of the kitchen? It was bad blow. Can I get a refund on that? I am a server, and I want to give some people some heads up on serving, and I've noticed this lately. When I say my name is Jake, everyone knows a fucking Jake nowadays. You don't have to fucking tell me all of them. Oh, my son's name is Jake, my nephew's name, my brother's name. The worst is when you say my dog's name is Jake. It's alright, I named an inferior creature after you. Feel good about yourself? Server. Another thing I picked up recently, which is a little quip that I've been irritated about, is if you have 2 children, you're not allowed to have Taylor Swift as your ringtone. Can we make that a rule? You're not allowed to have a song about the guy dumping you at your locker bay when you have 2 fucking children in the seat next to you, okay? I know I hit unions already, but who's voting Republican this year? Woo! Yeah. 2. I love the Republican debates. They're fucking hysterical. I love Emperor Newt, Lord of the Moon. All about that guy. But, you know, Rick Santorum did something that bugged the hell out of me. He's trying to make anal sex illegal. Boo. Illegal. He doesn't understand, not only does that hurt, you know, gay people, but that hurts me. Why does that hurt me? Because I attribute anal sex to White Castle. I can drive past the White Castle and be like, I could do that. That's always there. It's always an option. But when I'm drunk, White Castle's fucking awesome. And they both cause horrible colon issues. So I'm gonna end it on this for you guys. Does anyone else have the Twitter machine? Anyone else have the Twitter? I've hit 2 social networks so far. I'm not even gonna say Facebook because you'd be like, yeah, my dog's got one. Twitter's cool, but the coolest thing about Twitter is you can follow porn stars. And I don't know if anyone's ever followed a porn star on Twitter, but they say some crazy shit. Cox McSuckalot. Please, like I really don't know porn star names. Come on, look at me. Bleaching your asshole hurts. Okay. 5 hours later, vote Obama. I didn't know you could follow bleaching your asshole with, you know, a social injustice, a social calling. Vote for change. Yeah, we want change. Kurt Vonnegut of porn right here, all right? Wow. No one ever read fucking Breakfast of Champions, I guess. Thank you. Anyway, I have a Twitter, and I love Twitter, but I wish Twitter had been around forever. And this is why. Because do you know how awesome celebrities back in the past would be awesome to follow? Okay, at K. Cobain, I'm sad. I feel really bad at nothing. It is the 18th anniversary of his death, so I feel a little bad about that one. Mike clapping because he's dead. At K. Cobain, Pearl Jam sucks. At K. Cobain, buying shotgun shells. At JFK, I think I'll keep the top down in the car's lit. At Sonny Bono, skiing's fun. At Tupac Shakur, going to Vegas, hang out with my homies. 5 years later, at Tupac Shakur, new album dropping. At Abraham Lincoln, man, these seats are good. I got more of these. I got an absurd amount of these. At Jesus, we're replying to at Judas. You're my best friend. At Milli Vanilli. Milli Vanilli just retweets a lot of other people all the time. I don't know why. It's weird. So is everybody ready for their headliner?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming back. Give yourselves a round of applause for not leaving. Thank you, Matt Brooklyn. Let's go with this card. Now, see, this relationship that we're having tonight between you and me, it's now lasted longer than Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. No, there we got one. We got one iPad. Here we go. Yes. We have a couple here that actually got that. Thank you, nerds. All right. Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania, my first marriage, any hope that the Cubs could ever win a World Series, and Matt Drifke's sexual stamina. Now, The next comedian that I'm going to bring to the stage here, he's actually on the stage to my right. I just noticed.
It's so intimate here. It's like my first time having sex, but that time more than one people had an eye patch on. So. I want to give it up for Adam Grant and Matt Drufke. Fantastic comedians. It gets me nervous because, but then I think about it, it's like there's always a band opening up for Nickelback every night, so I can't feel that bad. Oh, boo? Don't worry, I'm better than Nickelback. That's it. Let's face it. Thanks to Michael Wayne Grace. It's okay, I do have a better job of giving tuggers for $10 now. Outside the registry. Where else are you gonna get a tugger at?
That I am a little bit drunk off of these $3 effing vodka drinks. Corporate shill. He's one of my best friends in the world. I've seen his penis more than I've seen my own. That's right. You think I'm joking? Ladies and gentlemen, I met this man in 1992 in Prague. We were at a bathhouse. He was giving tuggers for $5 on a corner. Since then, he's actually gotten a better job. But ladies and gentlemen, coming up next to the stage, one of my best friends, ladies and gentlemen, Kenney.
Oh, thanks. You guys are so kind. It's like we're like, I'm gonna make an empire out of scrap and metal. So you and your friend, you start making scrapping names. You're like, I'm gonna be called Scrap Iron. You're Axelrod, right, bro? Next thing you know, you're just thinking of the ideas of, like, you know, the reality show you guys are gonna do together, like, Scrap Boys, 8/9 Central on TLC. Next episode on Scrap Boys, the boys try to catch a stove before the garbage man gets it. Next week on Scrap Boys, the boys get the help from their buddy Tugger to pull out a stove at the bottom of an ocean. Next week on Scrap Boys, Scrap Iron gets tetanus. So, I did something a little bad. I've been making money off an act that may hurt my reputation. An act that, is frowned upon. That's right. I've been scrapping metal. If you didn't have any other choice that I'm, like, if you couldn't tell from Northwest Indiana, I'm making money off other people's waste. That's a Northwest Indiana sign. I've been scrapping metal, and scrapping metal's fun because you start off and you get all excited. You're like, man, I got a couple freezers sitting out here. I got about 2,000 pounds of metal. I'm pumped. I'm gonna make a shit ton of money. You kind of feel like Johnny Depp and Blow.